Seriously, the cat that I
Okay.
hate. I hate one of my cats, and I love the other, and it scares the shit out of me for reasons that maybe we can discuss in a future episode.
Yeah, just hopefully in the future that word cat doesn't become replaced with kid.
Well, that's actually part of the conversation. That's exactly
There we
why
go.
it scares the shit out of me because, well, okay, I'll just mention it quickly, and then we'll go to the themes. So, um, I hate one of my cats because she's annoying and everything she does bothers me. She meows at the wrong time. She wakes me up when I don't want to be woken up. She's almost like she's been engineered to bother me, to get on my nerves. Every single thing she does. At night, she'll just play with a bottle cap or something, and it makes a rattling sound. It gets on my nerves. And as I reflected on that, on the fact that here I have these two cats. One is cute, very polite. He'll always put his paw on your lap before he sits on you, as if to say, do you mind if I sit on you? I mean, I can go away if you want me to, but if you don't mind me being here, that's what I would prefer. Very respectful, very polite. And then this other cat who's basically, the bane of my existence. And I thought about Boromir and Faramir, the sons of Denethor in Lord of the Rings, and how in the moment when Denethor commands Faramir to go into this outrageous situation where he's sure to die, Faramir says, "You wish now that our places had been reversed, that Boromir had lived and that I had died." And Denethor says, "Yes, I wish that." Which just really sticks with you. I mean, he's basically telling his son, I don't like you and I like your brother, and that's always been the case. And then you have Thanos, his daughter Gamora, who he loves, who he has to sacrifice in order to get the Soul Stone. And then you have the sister, who is, what's her name?
I don't know.
Quasar Milk Toast, I forget. But then his sister, who
Her
Thanos,
sister.
her sister, who Thanos hates, absolutely hates. He uses her as basically a science project. He's always updating her, replacing her parts, and if he had thrown her off the ledge, he would have done it just for fun, not even to get the Soul Stone, right? He would have just, I hate her. He hates her. So it scares the shit out of me that I may potentially have a child that I hate and have to live with
Sacrifice
that.
to get the soul stone.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take it that far. And I would know, because I would feel so guilty to let on that I didn't like this child. But I have this sense of what it feels like to have these inherent characteristics in another being that are inherently dislikable. And I can imagine having two children. One of them has traits that I love, and the other has traits that I disdain. And over time, that sort of results in this sort of undercurrent of me thinking, ugh, I can't, yes, you can get a boyfriend. You're welcome to. That's fine. Move to Colorado. I'll buy you a house. I have this fear, and it nags me.
Yeah. Well, so Jung had a few things to say about that. I was reading some quotes about that had to do a little bit with destiny from Jung. And one of the things that he said was, in some people's lives, the events that happen to them because they could have a neuroses or a fixation or some type of gift or curse, essentially, that was started millennia ago. And so the train of events has just cascaded through the centuries to produce you disliking the specific child and liking the other, and that kid having the qualities that you don't like and the other kid having the qualities that you do like. And it's just sort of out of your hands.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, in that deterministic way.
Yes, but then that's the deterministic way, and we don't operate on that level. We operate on the level of approximation. We operate on the level of relative ability to make decisions. We operate on that sort of post hoc press room sort of level where what looks like what's going on isn't maybe what's really going on in the absolute level, but still feels like that. We
And
still
then
can. Otherwise, why are we having this conversation? I mean, why don't we just sit here and stare at each other? You can't start going
we've
that
done
way.
it before and it was boring.
Well, I speak for yourself. But I mean, it's interesting to talk about that because I think that's partially what the film is about on that absolute level. But when it comes to the interactions that we have, it's kind of like, yeah, okay.
And maybe that's one of the things is that in real time, you're compelled almost beyond like you mentioned earlier, beyond restraint to participate like we are right now. I mean, like you said, why are we doing this? But there's some instinct in me that seeks out joy and satisfaction and intellectual dialogue.
Again, speak for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, crap.